Good morning. My name is Nelda Mom, and welcome to Sanlando Sound Waves. We are working in week 16, day 77. This morning we will be reading Deuteronomy 4, 1 through 14. Hear now, O Israel, the decrees and laws I'm about to teach you. Follow them, so that you may live and may go in and take possession of the land that the Lord, the God of your fathers, is giving you. Do not add to what I command you, and do not subtract from it, but keep the commands of the Lord your God that I give you. You saw with your own eyes what the Lord did at Baal Peor. The Lord your God destroyed them among everyone who followed the Baal of Peor. But all of you who held fast to the Lord your God are still alive today. See, I have taught you decrees and laws as the Lord my God commanded me, so that you may follow them in the land you are entering to take possession of it. Observe them carefully, for this will show your wisdom and understanding to the nations, who will hear about all the decrees and say, "Surely, this great nation is a wise and understanding people. What other nation is so great as to have their gods near them the way the Lord our God is near us when we pray to him? And what other nation is so great as to have such righteous decrees and laws as this body of laws I'm setting before you today? Only be careful and watch yourselves closely, so that you do not forget the things your eyes have seen, or let them slip from your heart as long as you live. Teach them to your children and to their children after them. Remember the day you stood before the Lord your God at Horeb, when he said to me, "Assemble the people before me, to hear my words, so that they may learn to revere me as long as they live in the land, and may teach them to their children." You came near and stood at the foot of the mountain, while it blazed with fire to the very heavens, with black clouds and deep darkness. Then the Lord spoke to you out of the fire. You heard the sound of words, but saw no form. There was only a voice. He declared to you his covenant, the 10 Commandments, which he commanded you to follow, and then wrote them on 2 stone tablets. And the Lord directed me at that time to teach you the decrees and the laws you are to follow in the land that you are crossing the Jordan to possess. All right, after having heard these words, what does this passage say? What did this passage mean to its original audience? What does this passage tell us about God? What does this passage tell us about man? What does this passage demand of me? How does this passage change the way I relate to people? What does this passage prompt me to pray to God? In a meditation, the statutes and rules of God were not random or purposeless. Moses reminded the people that God's laws had an inward and outward motive. Inwardly, the people's obedience to God was the path to life. Life means more than just physical survival, though it certainly includes them. It also includes the ability to thrive, to enjoy all of God's blessings. God knows how life is best lived, and the obedience to his word is the way to enjoy God and his world. God's rules also included an outward dimension. The holiness of the people was intended to reflect outwardly to the surrounding nation. Others were meant to look at God's people and see the men and women marked by holiness. Their distinct lives should point others to God and his glory. We'll see you tomorrow.